and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat. Today's session is designed for first thing in the morning. Obviously you don't have to do it first thing in the morning, but it's a little bit more gentle. It's short, it's sweet, it's a really nice way to ease into the day, ease into a bit of mobility, stretch out that creaky body. We often feel much more stiff when we first wake up, so this is designed with that in mind. So without further ado, we'll start lying on our backs. So you can basically roll out of bed, straight onto your mat, place the soles of the feet against the floor. And this is going to be quite short because obviously we don't always have a huge amount of time in the morning, depending on what your morning routine is like, your morning rituals. If you don't yet have morning routines or rituals, oh my goodness, they are a game changer. I fully intend to make a little video talking about things to do with mornings. So keep your eye out for that. But anyway, for now, we'll keep this nice and short. So soles of the feet nice and grounded, feeling into the points of contact, the shoulder blades, the space at the back of the heart. And then gently begin to lift the left leg. And as you lift the left leg and you're focusing on that, focus as well on the right foot. You might need to readjust, tuck the chin a little, keep the back nice and long. And remember, first thing in the morning, this is likely to feel very stiff, so don't worry about straightening the leg. Just have a little explore here and feel into the back of the leg, feel into the hamstring. And just see what you find there and have a little explore, a little move around, maybe a little bit of swaying, any amount of movement or stillness. It's your body just to feel into it and explore. Just start to wake things up really gently. And then we'll gently bend that knee, let the right leg go long and just give the left knee a nice squeeze. And as you do that, press away with the right heel. Remember, we're often looking for that opposing movement in yoga. Drawing in that left knee, you can lift the forehead or the chin to the knee if you want, and pushing away with that right foot. And then let it all come back to where we started. And then gently start to extend the right leg. This one may feel completely different, so just don't assume anything. Just again, feel your way in and then have a little explore when you get there. Any amount of movement is fine. And then finding stillness, bring that right knee into the chest, let the left leg go long, maybe flex the foot, press away with the heel as you squeeze that right knee in, lifting the chest and the shoulders and the head if you want. Squeeze. And then let the left knee come in too. So we'll squeeze both knees in. You can wrap your arms tightly. You can rock a little bit. It's a lovely way to massage the spine first thing in the morning. And then we'll come up to a seat. So either roll onto your side or just rock yourself up. Find a nice easy shape. Okay, place your right hand down on the ground. Next in-breath, we'll just bring that left arm alongside the ear. Often we reach right to the tips of our fingers in this shape, but this is first thing in the morning. So again, just feel your way into something that isn't too intense. Remembering you can always bend this elbow to deepen things, or move the hand closer to make it all a little bit lighter. So again, you can just keep feeling into this. And just always remembering that it's early in the day and we don't want to overdo things. We're just trying to bring some gentle movement and stretch. And then we'll gently sweep to the other side, bring the left hand down, right hand alongside the ear, and again, feel in. Keep it soft. Sweep back up, and this time we'll come into a gentle twist. So left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Gently lift yourself first and then twist. Sweep the arms overhead. Move into a twist the other side. Come back to center, sweep the arms overhead. Bring them down to the knees and let the fingers curl around the knees. And then pull on those knees and let the heart and the chest proudly shine forward. Maybe lift the gaze a little. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, start to round the spine to the back. Draw the chin to the chest. You might want to press a little bit with the heel of the hands. And then pull again against the knees as you breathe in. Let the heart shine forward. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale, let the heart shine. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round in. Draw the chin to the chest. Find that neutral spine. Roll over your knees and find all fours. Tuck the toes and then sit the hips back and send the hands forward. So a nice long child's pose. We're not staying though, so place the forehead down for a moment. Feel that nice heat in the feet. And then leaving the hands where they are, lift up and then bring the weight in like front of the wrist, any amount. So it could be here for the first one and then move back to the heels. Maybe draw the chin to the chest and then maybe eventually you're draping the hips all the way to the ground. But maybe not. This is early in the day, we're still stiff, so maybe it's more of a just coming to a sort of longer all fours before you push yourself back. Don't forget you can scoop up with that chin to create a bit more mobility in the spine. So again, always feel in what's right for you and work within the messaging that your body is giving you. Whichever version of this we're doing, we'll do one more. And then we're going to come to a downward dog. So this time you can start to move back. Toes are already tucked. Lift yourself up into your first downward dog of the day. So keep the knees nice and bent. Keep it all soft. Pedal out the feet maybe with a little bit more tenderness and care than you might do in a stronger, more energetic practice. And then find stillness. Just enjoy a couple of breaths here. And then step your right foot between your hands. So maybe you send that right leg out behind you first, but you don't have to. Step the right foot through and lower the back knee. And then as always, options are to keep your fingers on the ground. You can always use blocks here. So if you've got blocks, you can bring blocks too. Remember there's 3 heights, which is very handy. It's just nice to be able to bring the earth up to you a little bit. If these sort of deeper stretches are still challenging for you, then that's a really great option. And obviously it doesn't have to be blocks. You could use a stack of books or something. So if that helps to do that, or fingertips can stay down, or you can bring the hands to the knee. Or obviously if you want to and you're ready this early in the day to make it the full expression of our Anjanyasana. And then wherever you are, bring the fingertips down and extend that front leg. So you can keep it bent, but moving the weight back and then folding any amount over that leg. Maybe with the breath for a couple of breaths, lifting the heart as you breathe in and finding a micro fold as you breathe out. Keeping that left foot flexed. The more flex in it, the greater the sensation in the back of the leg. And then gently re-bend that front leg, plant the hands, step back to downward dog. Pedal out a little or just have a couple of breaths in stillness. And then we'll step the left foot through. So again, it might need help through with your hand. You might want to swing it out behind you first. Lower the back knee and then find your perfect Anjanyasana with fingers down, with blocks, hands on the knees, or reaching up. It's entirely up to you. And then bring the fingertips down and extend through that front leg. Slide the fingers back towards you a little. And just find a little exploration here too. And then rebend that front leg. Step back to downward dog one more time. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So find a version that works for you, maybe with heavily bent knees. Maybe you need to widen or lengthen your stance. And just focus on the next couple of breaths. And then we're going to make our way to a seat, so you can bring the knees down and swing the legs round, or jump yourself to a seat. And flex the feet enough so that the legs are nice and active. Find that nice length in the spine, but really easy breezy, nothing rigid, just finding this spaciousness in the spine and the upper body. And then lift the arms overhead, softening the shoulders and the face. Take a nice centered breath in. And then as you breathe out, just hinge at the hips, find your edge, and then lower the hands to somewhere on your legs or on the mat. And just settle in here for a couple of breaths. So again, I know I've said it umpteen times, but it is first thing in the morning and the backs of the legs are likely still quite stiff. So even if you don't normally, you might want to have a bend in the knees. You can put a pillow or a rolled up blanket underneath, that's really nice. Or if you really want, what you could do is bend them a lot and then drape the arms and just place the forehead on the knees. This is our soft morning, so we want to make this as delicious and juicy as we want. And then wherever you are, just take a couple of breaths. And gently release this, bring the soles of the feet together and then rehinge. So again, in this shape, maybe a much less range of movement. There might be less movement here, is what I'm trying to say. So basically don't expect maybe the same as in our Paschimottanasana. So Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Might only be a tiny movement, but that's all good. You can massage your insteps. That's a really nice thing to do in this shape. You can hold onto your legs, you can hold your feet, you can drape the arms with the palms up. And seeing as this is morning and this is our final shape, maybe just thinking about the day ahead. You know, going into the day with a feeling of intention, of you've already taken control of the morning rather than just dashing headlong into the day, like jumping into the sea. This is a slower, more gentle and tender way to start the day. So maybe thinking about what you've got coming up and where there might be moments of stress or things that make you feel uneasy, you know, and just thinking about them in advance. Remembering that you can always return to your breath. You know, just set yourself up in the best way you can for each day. Okay, we'll just have a couple more breaths here. Maybe you'd like to formalize an intention for the day. Sometimes it's nice to think about how you want to feel, or what is the predominant feeling you would like to create during this day. If you know it's going to be stressful, maybe peace is what you're actually going to strive for. And focusing on that rather than just being a victim of the stress, you know, and it's not easy to do, but we are putting ourselves in the best position possible by giving ourselves this time in the morning to try and forward plan and curate as best as we can. There'll always be curveballs, but you know, we can do our best in the morning. Okay, very gently letting yourself come up, releasing wherever you were holding. Hope you've enjoyed that short little fluid session just to get the body moving, to kind of oil out some of those Tin Man joints when we've just got out of bed, setting a bit of an intention for the day and taking control of that beautiful first bit of the morning. Set yourself up, you really have. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for joining me. It's such a pleasure to offer these sessions for you, and I really hope you're enjoying them. If you are, please like and subscribe, share away, let's spread the love, and I'll see you again on the mat soon. Bye.